Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and I am back with the Mini Kit Monday gals while I guest design for the Mini Kit Monday collab. And be sure to check out everyone linked down below because there are some great things you don't want to miss out on this month. And make sure you subscribe to all of them so you can continue getting Mini Kit Monday inspiration throughout the year. But today I'm working with my Mini Kit Monday kit, and if you have not seen it yet, I'll have that video linked down below so you can see my kit share. But I'm using some lovely papers from Webster's Pages for a 8.5 by 11 cat layout. Now I've had this photo printed for a while. This is back when we lived in New York, and it is my cat drinking milk out of my mug, and it's just so precious. And I adore how this layout came out, and I think you guys will too. And I just think it's got a lot going on, but it's also a lot of different stuff going on. So you'll see how it comes together, but it's still a relatively simple way to pull off an 8.5 by 11 layout. A lot of you ask how I determine if I should do an 8.5 by 11 or a 12 by 12, and there's not really a rhyme or reason, especially when it comes to everyday photos. But if it's a smaller photo or if it's a one-off photo, like I know I have a ton of 12 by 12s in my cat, so maybe I should do an 8.5 by 11. I also thought it would fit well with this portrait style photo. And of course this cat paper, I wanted to save a little bit of it, so cutting it down gives me the opportunity to save some of it. And I definitely wanted to do that because it is so pretty. So here I start creating a shelf for my photo to sit on. I use a scrap of the reverse side of this cat paper that says love all over it, and I pull in my Freckled Fawn washi tape, which is a copper foiled heart washi tape. And you'll see there I also pulled out two paper clips. One says To Do, and it's a copper color, and the other one's a little fish because I have those from my cat collection from so long ago that I picked up at Big Lots. Now, in order to map my photo on some 6x6 papers, I am going to have to trim it down. I pulled out two 6x6 papers here. She is an orange cat. I'm not sure if it's reading well on camera, but she's an orange and white cat, a tabby, and her name is Lily. And so I end up picking out this dark teal and light teal stripe and then a craft color, and the craft really helps bring out her oranges, and the contrast from the teals also helps with that, so kind of giving it a little boost from both of those colors. And you might also be able to tell this was actually very early in the morning, and I believe during winter, so it's very warm toned in the room because of the light bulbs we had at this time, and so that also helps give that warmth feeling from the craft paper. I have pulled out a doily, as you guys know, or if you don't know, I am obsessed with doilies. I love to use them on almost every layout, and don't worry, I have used them on a bunch. And if you guys have not seen all the videos this month yet, I've used my kit so many times this month already, and I know it was supposed to be a mini kit, but I think I'm doing really well about getting use out of it, so that's good. One item I included in this kit that I was really excited to use up was some of these flare from Humble and Create, and this one I think says Furry Friend or Best Friends. I'm not sure which one I pulled out, but I love the white and black contrast, how it matches the pattern paper that I also pulled out. I've done this several times before on 8.5 by 11 layouts, but what I tend to do is use a very large doily to help give a base to the background of my photo so it doesn't feel like it's floating, and it also adds a organic shape to the layout that's not a square, it's not harsh edges, it's this nice light doily. So one of the banes of my existence in terms of scrapbooking is gluing down doilies. I think it is such a tedious process. I do have my fine line bottle here with Scotch Quick Dry. Let me know what your favorite liquid adhesive to use is. I'm always interested in trying more, and I think the next one I'm going to try is either the Nuvo glue or the art glitter glue that everyone's been talking about. I need to go find some and pick some up, but I would love to try a new one, and I'd love to hear your recommendations for it. But so far Scotch Quick Dry does the job. It's just a little bit annoying to have to refill this bottle, so ideally it's one of those bottles that comes with a nice thin tip so we can do delicate gluing like this. But like I said, it does add such a nice delicate edge to a layout, no matter what size the doily is. It really helps add an organic feel. And what I really like is when a doily is super pressed down, and so it looks like it's part of the background paper. Like reading this right now, it doesn't look like it adds texture because there's not too many shadows because it's laying very flat. So it kind of looks like it was printed on the background, and you kind of want it to look that way in some cases so that it really pops. You know, it feels like it was intentional, it feels like it was meant to be there. Here's where I start pulling together my clusters. Now these came together fairly fast thanks to the Webster's Pages 12 by 12 sticker sheet that came with the paper pad. I also have a matching sticker book here, and by matching I mean they just both have teal. This is the Maggie Home sticker book from American Crafts, and I adore it. It is by far one of my favorite sticker books ever, and I only have 3 of them, but this one's probably the most loved one that I have. So I start gluing down the stickers and layering things together. And I don't know why cats are a theme of this Webster's Pages collection, but they are. So I have a cat sticker. I just added another teal heart sticker from Maggie Holmes. And there's enough banner stickers and like label type stickers on that Webster's Pages 12 by 12 that really help build out a layout. Now this is not something I thought I would have added. This is a clear sticker from the Maggie Home sticker book, and it's this tassel sort of arrangement. Now what I really like is it brings out the cat pattern paper in the background. It's got that darker teal in it, but it also just looks so awkward. Now don't worry, I end up making it work. I also love that I was able to use it because I had been trying to use those for, well, ever since I got the sticker book. I've tried that sticker on multiple pages and it just wouldn't work for me. But here we're going to start gluing down the photo. I'm really committing to where it will be. Sometimes I find that I get nervous about that nowadays. I used to never get nervous about committing to where I put things, but now I get more and more nervous as time goes on, it seems. I did change up the arrangement a little bit of my stickers on the left-hand side there. I put the cat on top and then the heart between the cat and the flare and the label, just to add that darker teal in the center. And here I also want to make sure that I'm trimming the edges of everything, because now they'll start to get in the way, and I want to make sure that that doesn't happen and that nothing gets accidentally torn or, pulled in the wrong direction so it looks wrong. So once that's trimmed, you can kind of tell that you still have that delicate edge on the left-hand side, and maybe I should have glued my photo over to the left more to cover that bright white section that's still there, but I think it still works out in the end. And here I add my little fish paper clip at the very, very top. And it doesn't really look like a fish anymore, but I promise it is. And then I added to do paperclip, which I've had this for a while. It was gifted to me, and I'm not much of a planner gal, so I knew I wasn't going to use it in my planner. And then I ended up using it on this layout, and it kind of works thanks to the title I end up putting on this. And guys, whenever I can use a pre-made word as part of my title, it is like a dream come true. And that's what I did for this one. I pulled out the word sweet, and at this point I already know what the title is going to be, and that's going to be Sweet Morning Routine. And it's definitely not everything. She doesn't do this every day, and she definitely doesn't do it much anymore, but she used to be obsessed with getting our leftover milk out of our cups. And sometimes it wouldn't even be milk and she would just want to know what's in your cup. But it's really, really precious. And I use the Webster's Pages 12 by 12 sticker sheet to pull out the font for the word routine. And then I have to experiment with fonts to see which one will actually fit for the word morning in between. And this is what I meant by covering up that banner that I'd stuck on. I think it works a lot better when it's kind of incorporated as a layer versus just a singular element. So the fact that it's kind of wrapped into the title really helps the sticker shine, I think, because if the sticker wasn't there, I would have the R of the word routine on top of the doily and it would be very, very hard to read. So this ended up working very, very much so in my favor. Now, I do have a coordinating mini block alpha for A New Day from Webster's Pages, and I pulled that out to spell the word morning. It's a nice craft color, so I bring in that craft again, and I think the craft coordinates really well with the copper that I pulled in as well. But there are several elements of craft on here because of the stickers I pulled out from the Webster's Pages 12 by 12 sticker sheet, so it worked out really nice to have all of those on there. And something I've been really, really trying to do lately is date my layouts because I've been so bad at doing it immediately. That's why I took that sticky note at the beginning to write something down, because I had to write down the date immediately before I forgot. And with all block letters, they do need additional adhesive, so I add more adhesive to the back of those so they'd stay in place. And again, I put the day, month, and the year, or the month, day, and year. And that is pretty much it for the small block letters. I do think about adding enamel dots or the sequins I could add. I kept thinking and thinking. I kept thinking about maybe I should use some resin flowers. And instead, I end up going with wood veneer, and it's really nice because it brings in that craft color. It's kind of a light wood color more so than craft, but it brings in that color and a bit of dimension without being too much. So I pull in a heart, arrow, and a camera, which are all from Jelly Bean Soup, and that is it for this layout. Like I said, a lot going on, But if you think about it in small parts, it's a lot less scary to do yourself. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already so you can get more videos from me. And don't forget to check out everyone linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!